Counter-Strike features some of the most iconic maps in gaming history, but this also poses a question to me. Are these maps accessible to people across the world if they have a walking disability, such as having to have a wheelchair? So today, I'm going to be looking at some of the most popular CSGO maps to see if they're accessible. So buckle in, because this is going to be crazy. The terrorists also need your help, because they need to plant the bomb. To do that, they need you to hit the subscribe button and the like button. So go do that, so they can plant the bomb. Here we are at Dust 2, probably one of the most iconic maps in all of gaming history. You've definitely seen this map before if you're above the age of 5, and every single map in this video is going to be started from a terrorist perspective, because that's like the cooler starting point. It's also where you spawn in Gmod, where I'm recording the video. Also, since I'm in Gmod, maybe some of the textures in the game will be fucked up, but I'm just too lazy to open up an empty CSGO server lobby. Dang. We're going to be going for A first. We're going to be going A long, not through the middle, but through the side where all the cars are. And now, first thing I'd like to point out is that if you were in a wheelchair, you could definitely go through all the streets, smooth, because cars also have wheels. There's even a nice curb here for you to go up here. And maybe fitting through these doors could be an issue for a wheelchair, but you could definitely do it with a bit of help and a bit of determination. Continuing, you could definitely slide through these streets pretty easily, roll out your wheelchair, and reach a point pretty quickly. But there's also like small issue. You have to get past this curb where there's no ramp for you to get up, and you have to get past these 3-4 stairs, so you might need a bit of help from a friend, but honestly it's not that intense of anything you're doing, right? You might just YOLO it and like take a little bit of damage on your wheelchair, and there you go, you're on A, just that way. Going back here, we're gonna go through this part, and you're definitely gonna have trouble fitting through here in a wheelchair. You might just want to go around, so I'll show you how that would look like. Just go around, and you find yourself in the middle of the map. You're gonna keep going to A. It's pretty smooth so far, but we're gonna encounter an issue, and that's this big set of stairs. So that's a no-no for wheelchairs right here. If there was just a smooth ramp, you could definitely get to point A, but without it, you won't be able to go. And wrapping up point A on Dust 2, you'll see that going underground is a pretty smooth experience, and you'll definitely get through it. Although the counter-terrorist spawning here could have a bit of trouble getting over this curb. Speaking of middle, going entirely through the middle, you'll see that it's a pretty smooth experience, but again, those tight wheelchair doors. And you'll end up here where you can go to A, pretty smooth, or B, pretty smooth, but the doors. Back in the middle, trying to go to B from the middle, through this middle passage, you'll encounter 2 stairs and this massive spiral, and that's just a huge no-no. You're not going up there. Back at the terrorist spawn, we're gonna go towards B, and we're gonna be going to a very long route of B. I think this is pretty much like the only route to B. You'll see that upon heading through here in this ramped area for the terrorists, there's this set of stairs. Big no-no, but you might be able to get past it. See who goes on more forward. When you reach point B, more stairs. This is terrible. And over here, a bit of a rocky terrain. But if you get past those 2 stairs, you're gonna end up on B. Do your business. And that's gonna be it for Dust 2. Overall, for Dust 2, I think I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Source 2, liquid simulation points. Because it's honestly pretty accessible. Point B is really the only place you have issues, but you can definitely get to point B by going through a route dedicated to rolling around, right? So 9 out of 10, Source 2, fluid simulation points. Next map. Here we are, Mirage, from another one of the most iconic maps ever on CSGO and in general. We're gonna be going towards A first, and we're gonna go through the very long route. Pretty smooth so far, but this is a giant flight of stairs. Ignore that error. This is just a giant flight of stairs. You're not gonna pass that, and even more stairs. This is just a terrible route. You're not gonna get past that route. So if we try going the main route for A, we'll get past a bit of a bump here, and we'll see we're here at the doors of A, and oh no, a lot of stairs. So A, pretty inaccessible in a wheelchair. Pretty tragic, I think. You might be able to get around it if you just like have really good wheelchair skills. Next, we're gonna go towards B. We're gonna go the long route first. You'll see that, oh no, giant flight of stairs. You're not getting up that. Even if we continue onwards, you'll see more stairs. We're over here, more stairs. Over here, even worse, you're gonna have to drop off. There's no way you're gonna drop off in a wheelchair. So if we go back to this little section here, and we're gonna try to go to A through here, look at this giant flight of stairs. Going to the underground section of the map, impossible, because it's just stairs. That's the only way to get down there. So our final hope for getting around anywhere on this map, by the way, which first, to get to any B point, you have to go down this massive flight of stairs, which means B is already accessible anyways. You'll see that if we continue onwards, it's pretty smooth. There's just random bumps in the road for some reason, and we're in middle. If we try to go to A through middle, you'll see stairs, just stairs. And trying to go underground, a lot of stairs. If you try to go to B through the middle, it's actually a pretty smooth experience. Just stairs and maybe some steps here. So it doesn't really count because the terrorists already can't get out towards B because there's stairs at their spawn. We'll see what it's like for the counter-terrorists though. I think something different's gonna happen. You'll see that the counter-terrorists spawn here. Try to go towards A. They have this pretty hefty set of stairs, but it's also a pretty light, low step on these stairs. You might be able to slowly but surely make your way up and end up on A, where there's again more light stairs. So pretty discriminatory for the terrorists here. It's a big win for the counter-terrorists. Going towards B as a counter-terrorist. Some bumpy roads, but you'll see that if you slide right through here, you're on B. So Mirage is definitely a map that discriminates against the terrorists and is in favor of the counter-terrorists. If the entire terrorist team and the entire counter-terrorist team were stuck on wheelchairs, what happened is that the counter-terrorists would gain control of the points and the terrorists wouldn't make it very far. So victory for counter-terrorists, so I'm gonna give it a point. But other than that, I think Mirage is a 2 out of 10 Source 2 simulation points. Just not a very accessible map. Definitely much worse than Dust 2. I wouldn't recommend this map for any people who are disabled. Continuing onwards, we are on Counter-Strike's third most iconic map, I think. Nuke. Pretty epic map in my opinion. I love this map. If you head out this way with the terrorists, you'll see that because it's a very flat area, all this pavement is accessible. All of that. You can't go down to B through here though. You can't take this B route because stairs, but you'll see that's not an issue later, I think. If you just keep going on, you'll see that you can make it all the way from the terrorist side to the counter-terrorist side with no stairs. Literally no stairs at all. Going back, if you're going through here, you're trying to head out through here and you're gonna go towards A. Smooth terrain, maybe a bit of a bumpy step here, but boom, you're on A. This is a great thing. This map is so wonderful so far, right? Go back here, there's a ladder. You can use the ladder. No problem though, because there's so many other ways to get in. You can come in through here, slide around a little bit, and this is the only problem on point A. These 3 steps. You can probably YOLO past them and then get past these 3 steps too. But point A is pretty accessible because you can just like also come in through this way. You can come in through this way. It's like another door. There's even arrows pointing for you to do it on this floor. So there's 2 ways to get to point A. Point A definitely gets like an 8 out of 10 on accessibility points. If you try to go to B as a terrorist through here, smooth, just beautiful stuff we're seeing here today. You're gonna go towards B, boom, more ramps upon ramps. And look at this, so smooth, ramps and boom, you're on B. That's one way to get to B as a terrorist, and that's pretty much the only way you need. This is the way everybody goes. If you come into B through this way, you'll see lots of stairs, but this isn't really the main route to B. Try going through here, stairs upon stairs upon stairs. A lot of flanking routes too that you're not gonna go through, but you're gonna be on the main attack force anyways. It's gonna be if you're on counter-terrorists, you're gonna slide through here, slide down here, boom, come right through these doors. A is up there. You can't reach A, unfortunately, but you can reach B and go down all these ramps that are accessible to the terrorists and just push forward through these rooms, and you'll find yourself here at this point where you can definitely find a route towards point A. And if you're also on counter-terrorists, you can just follow this route and go through these doors and get on point A. So 2 ways to get on the point A for both teams, and 1 way to get on point B for both teams too. I'm gonna give this map a 9 out of 10. Source 2 simulation fluid points. Pretty awesome map in my opinion. Here we are on Office, an iconic map for sure, great map. We're here on the terrorist start, I believe. These are terrorists begin. My memory of this map's a bit shady, but it's gonna be this map is an office building, so you're gonna expect lots of accessibility, okay? We're gonna slide right through here, and it's a pretty confusing layout, but if you just try, move around, you'll see no stairs on this map, no stairs at all. It's just a flat office building floor, wonderful accessibility. You're definitely gonna have no trouble getting around. Let's try to exit the building. Do you want many exits? You'll see, oh no, a flight of stairs. Very tragic, right? We go this way, exit this way. Look at this, stairs, very tragic, very sad. But if you go this way, another flat, beautiful area for you to do all your business in. Absolutely wonderful, no issues at all. You'll notice a feature of this map. That's right, it's a feature. Toilets. I mean, so really tough luck if you're in the office building, I think. There's no ramps to get out of here. So unless you can open up one of these doors and like, unlock other parts of the map, there's no ramps to get out. But you could just be on defense, stay back in this building. Plenty of space to move around. It's basically most of the map. And if we go to the outside area, breaking the laws of physics, see that the rest of this place is also pretty hostile anyways. There's plenty of stairs. Plenty of stairs. The counter-terrorists are knocking people again into the building, so as a terrorist, you're gonna have no problem if all the counter-terrorists are disabled. Moving around here to the security post. Oh, look at that. A giant flight of stairs. Out here in this big area. Stairs. More stairs in there. See this? Even the secret route right here. The secret little tunnel. More stairs. A ton of stairs. A ladder with stairs. Just stairs upon stairs upon stairs. Very discriminatory towards the counter-terrorists. So for the terrorists, a pretty big win. Counter-terrorists, pretty big loss. I'm gonna give the map a 5 out of 10. Source 2 fluid simulation points. It does a pretty good job at helping the disabled terrorists defend, but it does a pretty bad job of letting the counter-terrorists in. So depending on what side you're on, it's a win or a loss. That'll be all for ranking these maps, or rating these maps, really. Peace out, dog.